Please turn to page 194 for Stage 1, Opinion Writing. Notice at the top of this page are the descriptors so that you know at this stage these are the elements, the skills that you will be teaching in content and organization. Sentences, notice we're just doing a title at this level, so we won't have any descriptors for sentences. And mechanics. At the top of Stage 1, you have your descriptors. Below, you have an example of the organizer filled in. Now, I'm going to show you how I do this with the children. Of course, we're always going to think of, at all these stages, the I, we, you model. And basically how that works is this, is at first, I may be reading a story, and when I'm done, I'm going to model how I have an opinion, how I'm going to fill in this organizer, and the kids will just watch, but they'll be able to interact with me, and you will see how in a moment. And then eventually we could have the children sitting at their desks, and then together we could do this activity. And finally, I could leave this activity as an independent paper that the children will fill out, maybe after they finish reading a story through the listening post, or after I've done a read aloud. This could be an independent activity, or maybe it's a homework assignment. When they finish reading a story at home, if their parents read aloud a story to them, this is what they could do as a connection activity to the story that was read to them. So this is something that you can connect and add to your instructional program all year long. Now let's get started and show you how to do it. Now remember, when we have an opinion, we always have opinions about either information, a text that we've read that was full of information, or we have an opinion about a story. We want to make sure that we're always going back and forth with both. In this particular case, I'm going to show the example of having an opinion with information. Here's the story that we just finished reading, Penguins. And I'm going to say to the boys and girls, we just finished reading all this information about penguins. Now, I, the reader, have an opinion about this information. I'm going to tell you what I think. I'm going to tell you, watch what I do when I have an opinion. I go like this. I go, I have an opinion. This book is filled with very interesting and unusual facts. Now that I've given you my opinion, you need to do the following, because this is what happens when you give your opinion. You can't just say something about a book. You can't just go, this is what I think about it. When people hear you have an opinion, this is what they do next. I just said, I have an opinion. This book is filled with interesting and unusual facts. I tell the kids, watch what you need to do. And I tell them, put your hand out like this. Put your other hand like this. And then go, back it up, prove it, prove it, prove it. Prove the book is filled with interesting facts. Oh, so when I have an opinion that the book is filled with interesting facts, I can't just say that and get away with it. I have to back it up. Let's try it again, boys and girls. I have an opinion. This book is filled with interesting facts. Give it to me. And they go, prove it, prove it, prove it. Back it up, prove it has interesting facts. Oh, all right. Now here's my next step. Now I have to go in the book and show them evidence. I have to back it up with evidence. All right, so where would I get the proof? Am I just going to make it up, or do I have to actually go back in the book and show you something that proves there's interesting information in this book? I have to go back to the book. So everyone say, get in that book. Get in that book. Okay. I'm going to get into the book, and I'm going to show you where there's some interesting facts. Ooh, here's an interesting fact. And then I'm going to show them. Here's an interesting fact. Look at the picture right here. After about 65 days from when the egg hatches, the female returns, and it's her turn to care for the chick. She tucks it under her little pouch to keep it warm. So the mother penguin is going to keep her baby warm, because it's still too little out in that cold, by putting it underneath, in between her legs, in her little, like a little pouch. That is so wonderful. What a great fact that is. I need to go to my page, and now I'm going back to my page, and I'm going to draw a picture of that proof. So notice here, I had the penguin with the baby, just like I saw in the story. The picture's my evidence to back up an interesting fact. Now, the last thing I do is I go like this. I go, okay, boys and girls, that book is filled with interesting facts. And then I have the kids go like this. Be polite, be polite. Don't just say your opinion. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to tell you what my opinion's about. I can't just say, oh, that's full of interesting facts. I have to tell you the title. So now the kids go, give the title, be polite. So the title is Penguins. Now I'm going to go to my page and I'm going to write the title out. Once I have the title and then I have the picture, then I can go back and say, boys and girls, watch me. I'm going to say my opinion now. Ready? I have an opinion. In the book Penguins, there were many interesting facts, like the mother penguin kept her baby chick warm by putting her between her legs. There's my opinion. After I put all that information through a picture and the title, then I went back and I orally rehearsed my opinion. I want the children then to turn to each other and say, I have an opinion. Penguins is full of interesting facts. And then do exactly what I just said. The mother penguin keeps its chick warm by putting it between its legs. I have the children not only understanding what elements they need, an opinion, what it is, backing it up with evidence, a picture, and then knowing to be polite, give the title. You can't just say an opinion, you have to say what your opinion's about. That's what we're doing at stage 1, and you can do that every time you finish a read aloud. You can eventually have the kids and you filling in a page together, and then finally you can release this activity to where they independently would draw their own picture of their favorite part of a story or what interesting fact they read about in a book, and then write the title. And again, attach this to your listening post. Do this after you do a read aloud and have everyone go back and fill in their paper or connect it to their homework. That's stage 1. Let's move on to stage 2, where we're going to add even more.